What's up, everyone? Chris here. I'm going to be talking today about the power of your insecurities. People need to understand that insecurities are powerful and sometimes more powerful than your strengths. Because when you know them and you begin to adapt to them or begin to turn them into strengths, you become a much stronger person. Now, what do I mean when I say insecurities? Those little things that the kids picked on you in the playground about, or or that thing in the back of your mind that makes you not want to do something because you're afraid. Those are insecurities. What people need to understand is that these things are extremely important to who we are because they are what make us who we are. Deep down inside, every single person is insecure. I don't care who you are. I don't care how much money you have. I don't care what your status in life is. Deep down inside, every single person has an insecurity somewhere built up inside of them. Hopefully it's not built up too far, but built up inside of them. Now, dealing with your insecurities is probably one of the most difficult things for anyone to have to really do in their lives, because some people don't do it their entire lives. But when you deal with your insecurities, you begin to really know who you are, because you know both your strengths and your weaknesses, and you can build upon both. So, how do you get to know your insecurities? That's like the $1,000,000 question. How do you get to know your insecurities? You take the things that you fear the most. That you take the things that people say about you, or the things that the kids used to pick on you about, and you put them together. You basically stir them all up, and that is the pile of your insecurities. They could also be the way you want people to see you as opposed to the way you really are. You're insecure about the way that you really are because you want people to see you in another way. That's an insecurity. Things like that. So dealing with them. Now, I'm going to give you guys an example of how I dealt with my insecurities. This isn't going to apply for everyone, but I hope all of you understand where I'm coming from and at least try to find a way to deal with your insecurities. I was able to deal with my insecurities, and I still have some, and I'm still dealing with them. One of them is my weight, and I'm actually slowly and steadily making pace towards losing weight. By the way, y'all, I lost 5 pounds in the last week. Anyways, the biggest thing that happened in my life was when my father passed away. When my father passed away, it was life-changing. It made me look at who I am and look at the kind of man that I wanted to become and merge them. So all of my insecurities, or a big chunk of my insecurities, were able to fall away because I saw how fast life can go. In the blink of an eye, life can just be taken away from you. So I said, why am I going to sit here and be insecure about things when nothing is promised in life? Nothing is for sure. Tomorrow is not promised, you know? So since then, I've really been looking at life in a very optimistic light, looking at my insecurities and saying, you know what, if people accept me, good. If people don't accept me, fine. I'm going to still be me. I'm going to still tell people the things I like, tell people the things I hate. If they agree with me, okay. If they don't like it, okay. And ever since, my world has changed for the better in the most enormous way. You know, if people, I've basically just taken what people say and said, all right, that's your opinion. You know, Chris, you're too short, you're too fat. Okay, that's fine. I'm pretty happy with who I am. And if I'm not, I can always change it. You know what I'm saying? I can always slim down. So I just think that what people need to do is really step back and look objectively at their insecurities and become aware of them. Because becoming aware is probably the biggest step in understanding them. And then dealing with them, it took a life-changing experience for me to deal with my insecurities. Other people, I'm not so sure, but for me, that's what it took. I don't know if I'd have been strong enough in any other scenario to have dealt with my insecurities than to really have a life-changing experience, or to really just sit down and tell myself, hey, life's too short to be sitting here worrying about what others think about you, or to be worrying about how others feel about you. Others don't make you, Chris. You make you. And when I said that, and when I began to believe it, my entire life changed. So that, excuse me, so that's how I dealt with my insecurities. Life is not promised. Tomorrow is not promised. Breathing tonight is not promised. But I know one thing. I'm happy with who I am. And I'm going to perfect that which concerns me. I will perfect that which concerns me. For those who don't know, Psalms 138:8. Anyways, so please, everyone, leave me some feedback. Tell me what you think about this video, and tell me if you're brave enough. Tell me some of your insecurities, and if you're actually going to try to overcome them. It's Chris signing out.